Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset because the new season is finally out. No, I have not watched not one single episode of it yet, but I cannot wait. I just don't have a whole lot of time right now because we're still getting ready for the last stop of our Spilling Tea live tour. Now, Christine Quinn, who we all know is the villain of Netflix's hit show Selling Sunset, is shading the show for fake storylines and suggesting that the show should be called The Christine Quinn Show, as the cast is reacting to a Mean Girls portrayal. Okay, we have all the details and more. Thank you to Reality Blurb. So before we jump in, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Christine Quinn had some strong opinions on the latest season of Selling Sunset, as she remains on the outs with the majority of her co-workers at the Oppenheim Group, where they work as realtors. Christine took to her Twitter page to share some thoughts. She's not only shading the Netflix reality TV show for its fake storylines, which, by the way, any reality show, once you get 3, 4, 5, 6, seasons in, which I believe they're 5 seasons in, it's like you, of course, start getting these manipulated, contrived storylines. They start to learn, the producers and editors, they start to learn, what kind of people you are, what they can kind of alter, what they can play with, and then they start slowly, little by little, directing you. I remember when I worked around a reality show, and I'm not naming which one, but you guys, if you know me, obviously know which one. And I remember watching the producer saying, okay, walk up and say that same line again. And then there would be like a conversation, and then they would come back and they'd be like, no, we need you to do it like more angry. Do it again. And then they would walk up and do it again, but they would have to keep redoing this. And I'm like, this isn't reality. This is bullshit. Well, but that's what reality TV, it's not all real. I mean, it's sometimes there's elements of realness to it, but there's also still some producing going on, obviously. Let's get back to it. 30 minutes to the launch of Selling Sunset. Enjoy the new season and all of its 5,000 fake storylines. Christine tweeted on April 22nd. A short time later, Christine retweeted a message from a fan who suggested Netflix should... Christine is so shady. Should change the name from Selling Sunset to The Christine Quinn Show. The Christine Quinn Show comes back tomorrow. So weird that they still call it Selling Sunset. This is what they wrote. And of course, she's going to retweet that because, well, I mean, she does have a huge impact. And it always does surprise me. If you guys are Selling Sunset fans, it surprises me that Chrishell is always the main front and center one, when really Christina's, I don't know. I'm just shocked that Christina's never front and center. It's always Chrishell, but I guess they're going to take the more sweet and positive one and make her the face, as opposed to the one who's like, I will rip your fucking head off. Maybe that's not a good look with everything going on in the world. Okay. Christine also spoke out about being the odd woman out on the digital cover of Netflix's Tudum site. I think that the thing that they got wrong about me is that I'm just like everyone else. We have this thing up here that is, in our brain, and we have this thing that's our heart, right? Christine shared with E! News. I think that's the hardest thing. If you've seen one way and then people don't realize that you have feelings, people make mistakes, and it's okay. Although Christine feels that her coworkers have singled her out, they don't feel that they've done anything wrong. But Christine, let's be real. Hold on. No. Singling her out, can somebody please comment on this? I don't think Christine, maybe now, I haven't seen the new season yet. Maybe now they might be singling her out, but this was a process. This was a process of her turning on people, turning other cast members against other cast members. Like, it almost gave you Stassi Schroeder vibes from her earlier seasons on Vanderpump Rules. This was a buildup. It didn't just happen overnight where all of the women were like, oh, well, you have a ton of money now. You're very glamorous. You have great style. You had a baby, but we hate you for no reason. And that's just what it is. That's not how this works, Christine. Even though I like Christine on the show, I think she's great. But to pretend like she's being singled out for no reason, I think that's a little bit of a stretch. Okay, let's get back to it. I hate that we're being portrayed as mean girls this season. Heather Rae Young, now Heather L. Musa, said as Emma Herman accused Christine of trying to spin the narrative. There's a reason why we choose to, not to have someone in our lives, Emma added. There's one person all of us girls have an issue with. These people are the opposite of mean girls. These are the most supportive girls to me. Personally, I struggled in high school, and coming into this group has been the biggest breath of fresh air. Meanwhile, Chrishell, who has butted heads frequently with Christine on Selling Sunset, confirmed that not all of the cast gets along. It's really hard if you're being given an energy from someone. There's always times I wish that I could have been better, but it's difficult to support someone toxic. Hold on. But despite their differences, Maya Vander, and we know Maya from the show, acknowledged that Christine does play a major role on the show, which is obvious. She's the villain of Selling Sunset. Christine runs Selling Sunset, let's face it. Maya admitted, if Christine leaves the show, what are we going to have? While Christine didn't have much support from the cast, she did find a friend in the newbie joining the show this season, Chelsea, who revealed that she gave Christine a fair chance. The type of person I am and where my value system lies, I really just call things out as I see them. Chelsea explained, I didn't take into account any prior behavior. All right. Okay. Now, after that, after the sharing of the article, Christine responded to the post with a series of smiling heart emojis, and she's ready to take over in Netflix Selling Sunset. I don't know if we know what's coming our way. I wish I could take the day off and just binge Selling Sunset. There's so much going on right now, though. I have so much to do. We have Jason's mom coming in town this weekend. We're about to fly back out to New York. I still don't have an outfit. We still have to format some of the show. Zach and I have another huge project that nobody knows about, and that's, being taken into consideration. Plus YouTube, of course, because this is my baby, and I always love bonding with you guys. And then I have to get my little fur babies out of the house and take them to the park or the beach or something because they're looking at me like, Dad, we don't want to be in the house anymore. And I'm like, I know. Okay, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.